What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Yes, today, after about 4 days of driving the 570S,
yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost.
I'm going to give you my own opinions on the car, what I think about it from somebody that hasn't owned one. I just had the chance to drive it for the past 4 days. If after watching the video and you're on the LA area and you want to go ahead and take this same exact 570S for a couple of days, go ahead, check the link on the description of today's video. So do me a favor right now, pause the video, check out their Instagram page and hit them up if you want to book the car for as many days as you like. Engine on a 570 is a 3.8 twin turbo V8. The weight of this car, it's just over 3,000 pounds and it pushes right around 562 horsepower. It's more than enough for the size and the weight of the car. The first thing that I want to get into is these seats right here. These seats are not as bad as I thought. I remember seeing the seats one time. I think I sat on the passenger side, you sat on it, and yes, they're more comfortable seats from other cars, but compared to like other cars that I've driven, like older Lamborghini, the seats on this car are more comfortable than I thought. I thought it was going to be kind of like a stiff seat compared to other cars. If you own other cars and not the Mclaren, you probably know what I'm talking about. Would I be able to go on a long trip like on a rally with no complaints? I am pretty sure after 4 days of driving the car, I am pretty sure I'll be more than happy with the way these seats feel on a long trip. Getting into the car is not as bad as I thought. It's just a matter of getting used to how you get in. One thing that you'll have to be careful, and just giving you a warning, is if the person before you had the seat kind of like too much forward, when you open these doors that swing up, it might be a little hard to get in. So I suggest that if you're a tall person, I'm not tall, I'm only 5'6" or 5'7" according to my driver license. So if you had a tall driver before you, I'm pretty sure it's going to be easy to get in and out. If there was a shorter person and they probably got the seat way forward, you might want to move the seat back before you get in. Getting in and out of the car is not as hard as I thought. Again, I've had the car for like 4 days now. Here is how you open the door. You pull this up, the door is open. Now you can kind of put your hand right here underneath it and help it push it up. These are a little bit different than other doors that open straight up. On some of the Lamborghini models, this one's they kind of open to the, kind of like up and to the side, kind of like butterfly doors. There's a name for these kind of doors. I just don't know it, and I apologize for that. But again, getting out is a little wider than here. Getting out of the car is not as bad as I thought. I'm going to try to get out. See here, let me see here. See, it's not as bad as I thought. Again, first time I got in, it was kind of hard to get used to, but once you get the hang of it, it's just in and out. Overall appearance, man, this car, now that I have got a chance again to have it with me for a few days, the overall look to this car, I mean, this is a beautiful looking car. One thing I have to say about this blue color, it's growing on me. Wasn't a big fan of this blue at first, till now. I guess I don't know if I'm getting used to, or now if I'm getting the chance to appreciate it. It's a beautiful, beautiful color, man. I thought my son Ernie will probably wrap it on some other color. What you said? Satin black, maybe? Oh, yeah. There you go. But me personally, I love this blue. If there's a name for this blue, write it down in the comments, because I didn't even take the time to look up what was the name for this blue color. But again, getting in and out is not as bad once you are getting used to. Let me see if I can get in. See, you can kind of slide into this middle section and you be right in. So, sound system. I believe this sound system, there's like a couple of options for it. I don't know exactly what option this one has, but as far as sound goes, I have no complaints at all. I'm gonna be honest with you, I am not the kind of person that jumps on a car and if the sound system is horrible, you kind of like, oh my god, to start talking trash about it. No. Yes, I do care about sound a little bit, but not that much to be like nitpicking at what it sounds like. Sound system on this car is, in my opinion, it's just right. The center console, really simple to use. I saw an older model before and I seen a couple of little difference on overall it's kind of the same but different. This one has its own navigation, which again I know about you guys, but I've never been a fan of the navigation systems that come with most of the manufacturers. But again, I got my phone, so I'm not sure if newer models 2020 2021 have Apple CarPlay. Please school me on that. If they don't have it, just let me know. I have taken a quick glance at the navigation system on it and I shut it off because again, I've never been a big fan of the navigation systems on stock vehicles, and that goes all around. The CHR, the only thing that I kind of like other than Apple CarPlay is the way Tesla has their things set up. But anyways, center console, pretty simple. You can look over here, neutral, reverse, drive, and then yes, you also got your paddle shifters. Was I seen some other ones that are bigger? I think maybe because they're aftermarket, but these are just enough when you got your hand in there to do what you got to do. This right here, the layout, it's again on point. Anything you need to, it's right here. I have not seen newer models. I don't know if newer models or older models had changed. I'm pretty sure it has probably changed a lot of the stuff in here. One thing that I also like is the backup camera on this car. It's right here and it's actually a big image. I don't know why. I saw videos on YouTube or whatever, and the videos don't make justice really. I do like the big image right on the middle. I'm gonna say something throughout the video, probably more than one time. I still have a special place in my heart for the R8 V10 V8, but the V10 Plus still like occupies big space in my heart. But I must say that I am impressed overall with this car. The way it handles is not exactly what I expected. Did I just swallow a bug? I probably just did swallow a bug. So, hey, I'm eating organic today. So, yeah, overall ride quality, even on track mode. We didn't get a chance to go on the canyons. We kind of went into a few roads that are kind of like the canyon experience. We didn't get a chance to go on the canyons the way we wanted to. Overall, you want to be careful when you're on a car that's not yours. But the overall experience was way better than what I expected. Even when it's on track mode. Coming again from a 2020 GTR, you've probably seen the videos, and if you found my video, you haven't seen it, there's a couple of videos about the GTR on our channel. In my opinion, this feels on track mode, it feels better than the GTR. It doesn't feel as stiff. I thought it was going to be stiff. Again, this is a 2019. Excuse me. If you own a newer, if you own an older McLaren and you have something to say about that, I haven't experienced an older one as long as I have experienced this one. So if it's smoother or rougher, please let me know in the comments. School me, feel free to school me. And throughout the video, if I say something that you don't agree with or whatever because you had a McLaren, please let me know. All you're gonna do, you're not gonna make me feel bad. You're gonna actually school me about the car. Now, Why we went with these and not something else? Well, I think I made a previous video a couple of days ago where I explained not only it was my son's birthday and he wanted to go ahead and say, hey, screw it, let's get this car, see what it's all about. It's because we're also considering buying a McLaren. We wanted to experience it and make sure, hey, now we know what it feels like. Now we know what the car is all about. Couple of things that we've learned is the electrical problems and other problems that are known to happen on this particular model, the 570. I guess it's something that goes more towards older ones, 2015s, 2017s. We've been told by a couple of people, including the owner of this vehicle, which, by the way, his name is Chris. You've probably seen him on the channel before. I'm going to put a link up here or on the description to his channel so you can go and check his videos out. Chris, thanks a lot for making this happen. Anyways, we've been advised to, if we want to pull the trigger, to focus on 2019 and newer, because McLaren has corrected a lot of issues with this car. What else can I tell you? Overall, pretty happy. The car kind of like surpassed my expectations. Again, if you sit on YouTube and you start watching what everybody else says, I've noticed a couple of people on YouTube made videos about this car and they didn't own the car. Keep in mind, we only had the car for 4 days so far, and this is my opinions on. Now, this car has a frunk, as you call it on electric vehicles. Obviously, the engine is on the back. Right here, I want to show you. Tell you what, right here, you can fit a piece of luggage that will take, you can put it sideways. That'll take a decent amount of space. If you're traveling with your significant other, you're kind of going to have to share that space. I'll tell you what, if you're traveling by yourself, the piece of luggage that you fit in here, it'll be enough for a few days. It depends on how you pack. If I'm going somewhere by myself, that'll be more than enough space. If you're a girl, maybe that won't be enough. But what else? Other storage? I don't think there's anything inside that's significant space. Well, actually, behind the seats, I wanted to show you. If you looked over here, there is enough space to put maybe a backpack back there. You can see it better between the seats. There's a little space back there. Actually, there's a decent sized space behind the two seats where, again, you can go ahead and put 1 or 2 backpacks in there and a luggage piece out front. Again, this is what it looks like. Visibility on this car is even better than I thought. I thought with having the just a little rear glass in there, I thought it was going to be almost impossible to look behind you when you're driving. I am impressed with the visibility on the side mirrors too. Side mirrors will give you more than enough. If you looked over here, these guys are at perfect height. They're not kind of like too far forward and small. No, if you're on the driver's seat, you have more than enough to see behind you. And again, I want to show you how small this rear glass is. Still, that rear view mirror, it's on the perfect place. Again, like I've been saying throughout the video, my expectations about the car were like down here, and now after us experiencing the car for about 4 days, it went from down here to like up here. Overall interior, I like it. What it couldn't take me a little time to get used to is down here. The space that you got, I be wearing big sneakers sometimes, the space that you have in between gas and brake pedal, it's kind of like short, which my son himself schooled me and said, hey, on a car like this is what you want to have. You don't want to have big space like that. Other people that use a car on the track and all that, you kind of want to have that, but it's not something that I'm used to. And after 4 days, I kind of got the hang of it. The brakes on this car, you got to have your foot on the brake, because like if you have a passenger and you kind of got slightly entertained by a conversation or whatever, and you're on the light, if you kind of let go of your foot just a little bit, the car will roll forward. but it's different than other vehicles and something that you gotta get used to. Again, I'm happy, and I was wrong. My view of this car was completely wrong. You can always watch YouTube videos, you can always talk to owners, but it will never be the same as if you experience a car, not just for an hour or two, but for a few days. Again, check the description of today's video. Check the Instagram page that I'm going to put that link in the description. If you're on the LA area, if you plan on coming to the LA area, hit this guys up and book this exact 570S if you want to take it for a ride. I think that's going to be it for today's video. Again, I didn't want to make the video too long. I just want to give you kind of my honest opinion overall. I didn't want to make a 30-minute video talking about it. I just want to give you my overall experience. I was wrong, and I admit it. I was wrong. If I had a chance to talk to you at a car meet, if I had a chance to talk to you at a forum online, if you asked me questions about what did I think about this car, and I said horrible things about it, I was wrong. I've never had the car. I was just going based on what owners had told me. I was going based on what I see on YouTube and what I read online. Today, if you had that conversation with me and a few people that we have conversations about the Mclaren 570S, I was wrong, and I'm sorry. And that's pretty much going to end today's video. Will you see this car on the channel? My son and I are sold on it, and we're going to take our time to pick the right one, because as you all know, prices are coming down on cars though compared to a few months ago. Prices are starting to come down, and we're going to take our time to shop for the right one. There is another car that you're going to see videos on the channel in the next couple of days with another car that's also a potential car to come to the channel, but most likely the 570S is going to be the one. That's our conclusion after driving it for what, four and a half days. And again, you'll probably see this car on the channel, not because it's for sale, but because we'll probably get it for a couple of days, maybe next month or whatever. So thanks a lot for watching, and as always, we'll see you guys in the next video.